Hello everyone, it's me, Coffee Stitcher. It's late on Sunday, but I decided that since while I am off tomorrow, I didn't want to have to wrangle dogs and housework and all the other stuff and do the video. So I thought while G's still home and grading and doing things, I'll let him do it. Or I'll let him kind of keep an eye. My voice is probably kind of hoarse sounding. I have talked a lot over the last 3 days, laughed a lot, had a really damn good time. So this is going to be the retreat return video. I'm going to do things a little out of order. I will go ahead and do the Q&A, and then I will do my whip updates / new start, and then we'll talk about the retreat. So, and I'll show off my haul. Let's see, so, Katie did vlog. I don't know if she'll have it up tonight or if it's going to be tomorrow before it's up, but Katie did vlog the entire time, and so there will be a lot from there, including some ridiculous car antics from me. So I'm scrolling through to see. I don't think there's a whole lot of Q&A. Let's see. Marilyn Houghton asked, why does the wall behind you seem to flex? Is it a camera setting, or is it, ho-ho, a curtain backdrop? I think it actually has something to do with the camera itself. I don't see it flex when I'm doing these things, so it's, I think, something that happens maybe in the translation to YouTube Capture. It's been since YouTube quit letting you directly film and upload through YouTube itself that I started noticing the issue. But I really genuinely don't know what it is. Jody Bedard asks, am I using all DMC for Longfellow's Round Tower? And yes, I am. It's all charted in DMC. I may, for the words, switch over if I can find, because I'd kind of like a blacky blue that sort of looks like ink versus using 3371. But if I can't find something, then I'll use 3371. So that may be the only actual, like, non-DMC thread that shows up. Paula So Scrap Muse asks what I would use for Veronica. I would use sort of a gold color to sort of coordinate with the green. Five and Dime from Ship's Manor would be a good choice. Christmas in Williamsburg from Under the Sea would be a good choice. So that's probably what I would go with. Lori Sciclione asks, when did you start stitching and when did you make the transition from Ada to the other fabrics? I started hardcore stitching in like May, June of 2014. And then I switched when the Samsara Something Wicked came out, so that was probably July. That was when I started doing more linen, and that was kind of when I moved away from Ada. Bendy Stitchy asked, how did I decide what to take with me? Basically, the reason I chose to do Harry Potter was because, take Harry Potter, was I, really wanted to work on something that I knew if I was trapped and only had that to work on, it would force me to get somewhere on it. So that was why I picked that. And then I picked, I needed to take my Lowry stand, so that was what I took. Katie and I had discussed, did we want to do a new start? I'd said I'd kind of been itching to start a Mira, so that was why the Mira got picked. And then accoutrement-wise, I just took what I needed, so I took scissors, needles, beeswax that I ended up not needing this time, because I didn't get far enough to need it on anything. My Lowry, Q-snaps, you know. So, anyhow, that was the Q&A. So I'm going to show the whip updates. I didn't get a whole lot done this week. There was a lot of prep time and such, and I had kind of a stressful week at work. So I did finish Mount Olympus, but I didn't have a blue that I wanted, sparkly blue for the words Mount Olympus. I do now, so that will be done soonish. But there is the mountain. This sort of gray color up here is actually much more blue in person than it's showing up. And then I used some sparkle for the water. But I used a mixture of Karen Collection and Karen Collection and Gloriana for that part. The clouds are actually, and I meant to bring this to the retreat and I forgot because I'm a terrible person. I did bring the actual fibers, but I forgot to bring this. This is actually the Aurora line. This was that crystal rainbow, and I used it for the clouds, and it's stitched beautifully. It was very, very, very easy to work with. A 1-ply on 32 count was terrific. I did a half stitch because it was fluffy enough that I didn't need to use anything more. It looks so, so, so great. So I highly, highly recommend it. So I worked on that the first part of the week, and then I figured out my conversion I settled on Woodland Fairy because I had more floss for it than I did Veronica. I didn't have fabric, so I had to get that while I was at the retreat. So I settled on that, and I started it, and I was so proud of myself. I was about to finish all of the first color on the top half, and discovered that I was off a stitch. And this also has one of my new needle minders on it. But there's what I've got. I have to frog. I got off over here. There was where the page folded. I lost a row right there. So all of this is up a row. But since that's going to take longer to restitch than this, because I had all this done before lunch. Like, I did that in about an hour and a half, whereas this took me all afternoon. So I'm going to redo that part. And I'm doing it on Opal Enchanted Forest by Under the Sea Fabrics. So... So that was one. So the floss and then the minder, which I'll show you a close up of another. Because I have two of the floss tube minders. So that's gonna go to work with me on Monday or on Tuesday, so that I can frog. And then I also discovered, thanks to Katie, that the giant Harry Potter in a hoop is very easy to deal with. So if I don't finish the cream in the banners, I'm just going to take it to work, and I'm just going to work on that at work and bring it home and try and get these banners knocked out this week. Because I got the cream and most of the G minus the little tail done in Gryffindor, and I've started on Ravenclaw. Oops, that was another one of my new binders. That was just the easiest place to stick that. So... there we go. So we're making some progress. And in fact, that's what I will be working on after the video. Okay, so, pausing for beverage. Okay. Alright, so let's discuss the retreat, and then we'll go into the haul. As you probably saw from my pictures in Mania, or on my main Facebook page, I had a lot of fun. I want to give a major, major shout out to Julia / Julicious. She did a fantastic job organizing the retreat. It was about as flawless as it could be. She did a wonderful job. It was so neat to actually meet everybody in person, or at least everyone who came in person. I had a blast. It was so cool to actually meet Brittany. It was so cool to meet, Organic Granny, and Megan Maymay, and Trisha, and McKenna, and all of the people that I have seen and watched, even though I'm super behind and don't really watch a lot of floss tube anymore. And meeting Jen Sabri of Delicious Threads, and I made a new friend named Lena, who I will try to watch videos, but I don't make any promises that it'll happen, but she was super cool too. And there was Sharon, who was very lovely, and, everyone was just, and Pam, everyone was just in general so nice and so lovely, and Diana, I think it was Diana, rescued me when I broke a nail and needed a nail file, and then 2 seconds later I broke it again, so I ended up just buying nail clippers. It was just a fun fun trip. It was so cool to meet Leslie and to touch her fabrics in person and see a lot of the colors that I'd seen online. So it was just a really wonderful trip. I cannot recommend doing a stitching retreat enough. It was great. I mean, we all basically just sat around and stitched, and then occasionally when we were needing to stretch our legs, we'd walk around the room and see what everyone else was doing, and oohing and awing, and it was an absolute blast. And came with some pretty cool swag. So that's what I'm going to go into now, is the swag and what I got. So, first off, Kate of No Name Needle Minders made a special floss tube retreat needle minder, and everyone got one of their own. So she made me the Wizard of Oz from her book sheet, and then we all got the floss tube retreat one, and then there was some left over, so I swiped this one that's an angel bear. And then she also made us little collapsible ort jars. So this is the one that was officially for me, and it's a sparkly butterfly fabric. And then there was a blue gingham one, so of course I had to have that for Dorothy. So there was that. And then Angela Gibson made grime guards for everyone, as well as see-through project bags, which is what we're about to see. And she only just started making these, and she patterned them for everyone. So mine is coffee, obviously. And they're super cute and very well put together. And it's holding all of my haul. Nice clear front, plastic front a lovely, very nice zipper. I mean, it's a beautiful bag. And it's got a little handle. So we all got bags, which was super awesome. So anyways, and then Leslie was there vending, and Brittany was there, and I got, and she needs a little bit of cleanup because she's got some loose hairs. But this is Phyllis. She's my new little stitching buddy that has to sit up on a shelf because my dogs will try to eat her. But she's super cute. I'm gonna set her there. Alright. So, moving right along. Okay, so we went to, on our way down, we stopped at Needleworks in Caparis, I don't know. I'm calling it Caparis because that sounds cooler. Caparis Cove. And I did very well there. I got only 3 things? I thought I got a 4th thing. What was the 4th thing that I got? Because I've got 3 things here, and there was another thing that I picked up. But I don't know where it is. Anyhow, I got the Petite Silk Lame braid. That will be for the Mount Olympus. And this is SP153. And then I picked up this really cute Samsara that's called Shining Star. And it's got part of the lyrics Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And it uses the brighter lyrics. It uses the through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow, hang a shining star upon the highest bough. I think I will rechart it to Until Then We'll Have to Muddle Through Somehow, because I prefer those lyrics. Because I think all of those letters are in this chart. And it came with the little beads that you need. So that was super cute. And Needleworks was a really impressive shop. A lot of stuff to look at, very tiny space, and they even had a cute little shop cat. They also had a shop design, which is somewhere in this stack of stuff. I'm not sure where, though. I got a Sejou pattern. They had the full kit, but the kit was more than I really kind of wanted to pay, but that worked out in my favor anyways. So this one is Collection Muses et Patrimoine. Oh wait, no, sorry. That I think might be the thing. The actual title is Petites Plantes Tinticoreales. So, and it's kind of cool. It's a very European chart. So you get, when you open it, you get it actually came with a description of what all of them are, as well as individual charts, should you just want to do the individual motifs. And then the bigger full chart for the rest of it. But one of the more interesting things about it, and I'm probably, if anyone really wants to get bent out of shape at me, they can. We'll do this since you really can't tell what it is. But on their back stitching, they carry through whatever the symbol is as well, which was kind of interesting. So that was interesting. They had also several very, very cool Seju things that I almost got, and I was like, no, I need to behave. And I really could have sworn I got something else. Oh well, I will probably find it in this stack of stuff. Then we had the raffle on Saturday night, and I actually won the Lizzie Kate Flip It Green series. So I got all 5 charts with their buttons. Or no, 6. And it looks like I will have to get the border from the website. But it's, you've got, let's see, they find them in the correct order. So there's Plant a Tree, Ride a Bike, Be Kind to Animals, Keep Our Air Clean, Eat Locally, and finally, Save Water. So I thought they were super, super cute. And there were some really awesome things at the raffle. Alright, so then fabric. Then I bought some stuff from Leslie. Besides just Enchanted Forest, I got Chloris. I got a fat eighth of that. And this is 32 opal linen. And my plan is to do the Jardin Privé Alice au Pays des Merveilles snow globe. That's it. So I'm going to do that on it. Which I know is really out of the ordinary of me to do something like that. Not the design, but to use that kind of a fabric. But I got kind of talked into it, and I'm kind of excited to branch out. I got Daphne, her last piece of Daphne, and it's on 13 by 17, or it's a fat eighth of 28 count Jobelin. So, and that is what I will do when I eventually do it. The Sejuan, because it was supposed to be done on a cyclamen pink, which for those of you who don't know is actually Pepto-Bismol. So I'm really excited for that. And then I got, for the Clouds Factory Zodiac, in 36 count opal linen, Whimsical Winter. Which is very, very cool. And I'll stitch that 1/2. Alright, and then I bought, because I thought it was a really pretty piece, two of this one, and totally almost by happenstance. It's Heaven's Fury, and this is in 32 count Jobelin. Oh, also, while I'm thinking about it, Brittany gave us a sneak peek of next year's Sal, and it's phenomenal. Oh my goodness. That girl's so talented. I wish I was that talented. And then I found a piece of 32 linen opal, and I was like, I really like this. This is also Heaven's Fury. So it was really cool to see the difference in how it dyes depending on what type of fabric it was. And I'm actually, I think, going to do when I eventually do it, the Frosted Pumpkin Once Upon a Time. It's going to go on that. And then I got 2 skeins of Raspberry from Nina's Threads, because she had those. So, because I've always wanted to try the Nina's Threads, but I don't like being patient enough to wait for them to come in. Oy! Alright, so... let's see, we're going to organize this just a smooch. Where is... where is it? Oh, here we go. Okay. Alright. So then, Kate gave me my Christmas present early. So she gave me the Glendon Place Bat Alphabet, and it's a Halloween alphabet, and it's got these 2 really cool green beads that are meant to be the owl's eyes. And it's actually all charted. It was charted in Sullivan's, but I will probably do it as a stash buster or something. But there it is. Boop. And it says, it's got the alphabet, and flapping in the pale moonlight, bats can be a frightful sight. If by chance they hover long, wrap your neck and say be gone. And then she also got me this one. It's a long piece called Murphy's Stitch Shop. And it, by The Gathering Place. I've never actually seen a chart by them before, but it's really cool. It just says, you know, patterns, wool yarn, kits, classes, scissors, beads, frames, and hoops, and it's just got little cute stitchy motifs through it. So, and I can't really, I'm getting a lot of glare tonight, and I'm sorry for that. Yeah. And then here is the free chart for, they had a shop cat named Pearl, P-E-R-L-E. So it's Pearl sitting on some skeins of floss. It's really cute. It's, it was done by Amy Brukin of Amy Brukin Designs. Alright, and then we went to Half Price Books, and I found this really cool book on different felt projects, because I do like working with felt sometimes. And the Mary Martin Needlepoint book. So, that was awesome. And then this is what I got from the stash table. I got from the Drawn Thread, the Butterfly Garden, which is, I think, one of their newer ones. So here it is. And it's really pretty, and it's easily broken up into different sections. I got a Lily Violette, Lizzie Bennett, and Mr. Darcy. So that's very cute. A Holly House Designs called Spring Blooms. And it uses a mixture of all sorts of stuff. It's got some sampler threads, it's got some Needle Necessities, some Karen collection. So, this one is kind of cool looking. I picked up this Soda Stitch one. It's called Camping Under the Starry Night. And when you look on the inside, it's charted to replace the numbers with Good Night, My Love. But on the back, the alternate one is Best Driver. So that's how I'm going to stitch it, because that just entertained me. Then let's see, there was a Shepherd's Bush kit called Gypsy Hearts, and the picture is not great, so you really can't tell, but it's all sorts of purples and such. And then I got 2 Just Nans. One is Winter in the Square, and one is Summer in the Square, and they're little cute mandalas. There's winter. There's summer. This one is another shepherd's bush. It's called She Tends. And it's, she minds and tends her garden fair. He keeps his flock with tender care. And it's 4 little, and you can either do it all together, do them together, you can do them as smalls. This one came from Liz Turner Deal Inc. It's called Vegetable Garden Sampler. It's autographed. That one is kind of cool. Lots of specialty stitches that you can't... There we go. This one I got because I liked one of the pictures on the back, but Brittany showed us the scary clown. So it's a princess riding a unicorn in a castle, but there's a scary clown with a slightly phallic balloon. And then a cute little Samsara baubles called April. That was just Easter eggs that I thought was super cute. And then finally, the Plain and Fancy sampler patches from Homespun Elegance. And I just really liked the look of that one. So there it is. Homespun Elegance has some really pretty stuff. So, yeah. Anyhow, so that was the haul. At least I think that. Oh, and then I got from McKenna a really cool Wizard of Oz tote bag. And I actually have this poster image hanging in our bathroom. So, like I said, it was a really, really wonderful trip. It was so cool to meet everybody. I'm sure there were people that I met that I didn't shout out in the beginning because there were 50 of us there. Cheryl, I think I forgot to mention you. I know there's people I'm forgetting, so please don't feel like I was slighting you by forgetting you. Because there was no offense meant there whatsoever. But it was just a great trip, and I'm tired. I will probably sleep very well tonight. And I can't wait for the next retreat. So, anyhow, that's it from me for now. This week's goals, I'm going to do what I can to try and finish the banners this week. I don't really know what else I'll work on. I have no clue. We'll see. Anyhow, I will see you all next Sunday.